This is the Mythic Legion's Valiant Knight. I did a custom on the shoulders, something I did on a figure before. This mod alleviates one of the few issues I have with Mythic Legions. Shoulder pads pegging into the back just bothers me. It's really simple. It's just up to you if you want to cut the shoulder pads on your figure. That little bottle is glue accelerator. Don't need it, it's not required, but it does speed things along. I don't know what size that elastic is. I got it a long time ago from a swap meet. It was just in a pile of elastic and I bought it all. Here you can see the differences in the shoulder pads though. That's the one with the peg on the left and the one I cut on the right. Now you can see the shoulder pad on the left is pegged in and the one on the right is going to be hanging down with the elastic. Just going to apply the glue. You can put a lot of glue. It doesn't really matter because you'll never see it. And then hit it with that glue accelerator just to speed everything up. But there is the shoulder pad glued to the body. Very inconspicuous because I glued it in where the arm goes. And now I'm just going to show you how I cut this thing apart. It's very simple. It does leave a little bit of a mess, but you could just paint some silver over it. You should be fine. You just want to cut along the sculpt they use to make the peg, from go across the back, I guess. Just cut all of that off. You won't need it if you're doing this mod. Then you'll be left with this little nub on the inside. I cleaned it up a little bit. You don't have to. It doesn't really change anything. I just did it because that's how my brain works. Go ahead and apply the super glue. Like I said, you want to do it in the inner arm. You can do it on top of the shoulder, but this way it looks a little bit cleaner. You don't have to worry about the elastic showing as much. Also, if you look up how Knight's armor works, most times the shoulders are attached to the chest armor anyway. It's like all sewn together and clipped together and shit. So it's kind of like reminiscent of how they would do it anyway. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this mod. Some people do like how these shoulder pads work normally. But with this mod, when you do the shoulder pads, like when you articulate the arm, the shoulder won't stay floating now. It'll fall back down how it should. You really want to pay attention to make sure these are equal on both sides because they can look a little wonky. Mine did. I had to take one off and redo it. Now I'm just going to pop the arms in. I didn't use any heat, actually. Sometimes Mythic Legions do come apart without heat. Sometimes you will have to heat them up. That's just the name of the game. You can already see the shoulder pads sit a lot better, at least for me. The shoulder pads sitting more flush on the body just looks so much better. This is already a great figure. It's just really held back by old technology, I guess you can say. I feel like this mod just helps the figure look a little better. I'm going to articulate the arms and you're going to see what this mod helps. So I'm going to raise the arm up and I'll bring it back down and you see the shoulder pad falls with it. Normally that shoulder pad would just stay floating, but with this mod, it lets gravity take a hold of it and it falls back down like it should. Really simple stuff. There's no need to overcomplicate it. I know some people just get flustered and they get lost in the sauce, but trust me, cut, glue, cut, that's all it takes. Right here is where I noticed this shoulder pad is not sitting the same as the other one. So I ripped it off and I re-glued it and I got it to sit better. This only ripped off so easily because it wasn't set fully. It was like glued, but it wasn't like just stuck on there. Here is a pose I did, just a quick little pose just to show you how much better the shoulder pads sit. I know I keep saying that, but I really have to drive it home that this mod really helps this figure look a lot better. This was already the greatest Mythic Legions figure on the market. I feel like this mod excels and makes this figure even better. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.